So let's take a look at what organic actually means when it comes to the caveman, and the caveman being bioengineered to be the most civilized human known to man, which is who we are today. Okay, so if you want organic DNA, you want to get rid of every single intelligence that was bioengineered into your DNA. When you want organic fruits and vegetables, you want to get rid of all the intelligence those fruits and vegetables were bioengineered with through genetic modification. See, people don't understand when they're using words like organic and genetically modified and poisonous and all that stuff. They don't realize that where they came from, we were a prototype. And so the ignorance of how mankind came to be makes it easy for the powers that be to take the trinity of something and take two opposing forces and have them fight it out and then kind of make fun of them. Okay, the whole organic industry is like making fun of bioengineered people. Like, seriously. Bioengineered people, eat genetically modified foods. They eat bioengineered foods that actually fortify their actual existence. So you promoting organic is like saying you want to be a Neanderthal. You want to lose your intelligence. You want to lose all of the innovation that was given to you like years and years and years and years ago. But the real reason why people have issues is because they haven't been able to heal and seal. And so that's why there's an issue with why people can't handle the food supply. And then guess what they do? They go and blame Bill Gates. They go and blame the skies. They go and blame their mom and dad. They go and blame, 5G. So this whole, eat organic, eat local, eat this is a bunch of hooey. Big Agra and biotech actually have something credible. If you really want to go back to organic food, then go live off the grid. Don't do any jelly juice because that actually is processed food, okay? Because they didn't grow jars back in antiquity. All they had was the plants in their immediate vicinity, and they were subject to the same conditions their freaking dogs were subjected to. But guess what? Who invented the jars? The freaking intelligent beings that actually taught us how to melt stuff and to make the jars and to mine the salt and to grow the cabbage and the kale and then realize that the microbiome is the lactobacillus, is the viruses, the parasites, the protozoa, the fungus, and the bacteria and the proteins. So if you're promoting organic, then you actually want to lose your intelligence. If you're so afraid of genetically modified, you're afraid of intelligence. If you're afraid of anything that is bioengineered, then you don't want to evolve. And so if you're promoting organic in my group, if you're promoting eat locally in my group, if you're promoting all of that, then you're actually speaking out of both sides of your mouth. Because jelly juice is actually the antithesis of organic. They didn't grow jars back 5,000 fucking years ago. They didn't grow jars. So jelly juice is innovation. Jelly juice is bioengineering. Jelly juice can work with Big Agra, with Microsoft, with Bill Gates. So I can see why the religious folk are all about organic gardening because they want to go back to antiquity. They want to go back to being a caveman before somebody came down and taught them how to do fire. They want to go back to being off-grid. Well, that's why I'm saying if you don't understand where you came from, then you're going to ask for something like being completely ignorant and eating ignorant food. Eating ignorant food is like then saying, I want to be ignorant too. So you can't have it both ways. You can't be all organic, try to be all organic and be all holistic and whatever, and then do jelly juice. Those two don't work together because jelly juice is freaking processed. Because, again, you can't grow jars on a freaking tree. Jelly juice requires you to cut up your vegetables. Did they have knives back in the days of antiquity? You can sad face all you want, people. But did you have knives back in antiquity? Did you have jars back in antiquity? No. You have them now because guess what? It came from innovation. So the reason what prompted this, because I saw somebody post that they want organic DNA. And then I'm like, caveman? And I'm like, ho, ho, ho. And then I'm looking at genetically modified, and it's just intelligence. It's just more innovation that's put into the food supply so you can evolve with your environment. That's why I said, don't be doing organic on the J juice, because you're going to have somebody, but I did it more for the person who is living next to Walmart who doesn't have access to the organic local gardens, and they need to have some access to jilly juice without having to pay a freaking buttload of money on BS. You know, when you're paying so much money for lack of intelligence, that's the whole organic industry. It's making fun of all of you holistic people. It's making fun of you guys. And so when I saw that dude post that, when he said, I want organic DNA, I'm just like, okay, Mr. Caveman, Geico needs a representation. Even a caveman can do it. And so, you know, and so now it's like the facts and the truth are coming out. And the words that you use, eat local, I will eat from freaking Giant Eagle, Walmart, whatever big agri, whatever Bill Gates. I will eat whatever Bill Gates has. I will eat whatever Bill Gates has, because you know what? I can adapt to it. If you can't adapt to the food supply, then it says a lot about you. If you're promoting eating local and eating whatever, you have an agenda because you want to sell your fruits and vegetables from your garden. And if you sell that big agri is poisoning the food supply, then you're going to try to grab market share. I get it. I get it. But I said to you guys, GMO is not going to hurt you. I used GMO cabbage and kale in food way in the beginning. I never said organic. Okay? And so all I'm doing is you guys be completely consistent and aligned with the message. Don't cherry pick my information to fit your agenda, because at some point I'm going to find a way to articulate why you are misaligned, because you're still promoting organic and eating local and being all holistic and la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay? Big Agra is just as good, if not better, than some local garden. Actually, I wouldn't really want to eat at a local garden, because who knows what they did to those crops. You know? I mean, when you're eating local, then maybe they're taking things away, taking intelligence away from the food versus giving the intelligence to the food. And so maybe then when they're all like skinny and they're all malnourished and they all look like they're about to freaking die, do I want to end up like that organic farmer who is so skinny and so malnourished and is like, oh yes, it's all about eating healthy, and they're losing so much weight and there's nothing to them and they don't look for... No. I do not want to end up like somebody who is emaciated, who is an organic farmer that wants to promote eating local. So sorry, but I got to be aligned. And I saw the misalignment with the whole organic. Okay. And I'm just like, and then the whole eating local, you know, if the grocery store is right down the street, I'm not going to go 10 miles away to go eat at some farm. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm fine with big agri, I'm fine with biotech. However, you as a person have the responsibility to keep your body up to the state of its environment. And if you can't do that, then it means that you have some kind of obvious miscommunication, and then you're promoting a discrimination like eating local, eating organic. And it's obvious because I'm seeing those that are promoting that, they're so skinny, they have nothing to them, there's no fat to them, and... that's all I'm going to say. All right, bye.